Hello everybody and welcome to the last game of Group D, the last group, even though we still have tiebreakers, but that's another story. Today we have JammieDodger versus Antious, Jammie around 800 and Antious around 900. Jammie from England, Antious from the USA, Jammie banned Green, Antious Adder, and they banned this map, so they are playing on Stalingrad as well, lots of Stalingrad ins on this group. Unfortunately, I had this property capture limit, which wasn't intended to be this low, only 30 properties, so a lot of the games ended up being like a capture rush, I guess. But I guess the players could see on the game itself just that I said that I would set the limit to be higher, so I feel kind of bad for the players, but at the same time, you know, it happens. This is my first time organizing a tournament. I don't want to make excuses, but I mean, it wasn't my intention to have the games go this way, but at the same time, I guess it's kind of nicer because most of the games didn't really have that much of a... I mean, the players that won definitely were ahead in other regards as well, so I don't feel so bad. And Stalingrad is kind of a big map, so it takes quite a while for the games to end sometimes. So I guess in that sense it's nice that the games are a bit shorter. So enough talking about that. JammieDodger already got double recon here and went for a base keep actually on the center, so that's kind of it, I guess. Right now Antious is ahead on capture, but I guess they're gonna be even next turn, so he's not really ahead. As always, I'm confused with the turn stuff. But it's always like that, right? On your turn, you end up capturing your properties and you build your units, so by the end of your turn, you're supposed to be always ahead unless you're really behind. I guess this is where you can really tell a player is losing, is when his army value is lower than his enemy when he buys all his units. And the capture as well, you know, by the end of his turn, if he isn't ahead, he's really behind. Which, I mean, makes sense, but right now you can see both players are always ahead on income and unit by the end of their turn, so the game's even, I would say. Or at least close to even. Both players are playing Jake, which I think is a pretty strong pick for this map. Jazz is also a very strong pick because this map is big, so most engagements end up decided by the vehicles, and she's got the 10%. But Jake is almost the same because there's a lot of planes here, but some engagements take place on those woods and the roads, so I guess Jazz can be a bit better, but also air units are important, so I guess Jake gets attack with his air units. I'm not sure, but I think so by the description of his card. And in fact, Antious is going for double battlecopter already. JammieDodger doesn't know it yet. His double recons are both like defending the cities, and he's got another recon, triple recon, and double tank behind it. Sorry, he went for a base keep to get a battlecopter, another base keep, so right now he's really behind actually on units. He already is 3 units behind, and I guess Antious will have more units. I guess because Antious bought 4 units here with the air unit. Since he's pumping out the battlecopter, he has a unit advantage. Every turn he makes up, I think, the battlecopter. So those 2 units are just from that, and there's also the base keeps from Jammie. They are not helping him, of course. You wanna be pumping out units from all of your bases if you can. Right now Jammie goes for the interrupt on the phone tower capture here. He also interrupts this capture on the city with the other recon. And I don't know, actually recons are not that bad against battlecopters. I mean, of course they take a lot of damage from battlecopters, but if you get some damage on the battlecopters, let's say with another battlecopter, recons are actually decent at finishing off battlecopters. They are kind of like infantry, but with double attack. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not sure if it's double because on infantry fights generally... Yeah, I guess it's almost double, like 50% plus, I don't know, whatever. Right now Antious kills the recon here with the... Actually he used this tank and this infantry. I thought he used the infantry on the con tower, but it doesn't make sense because he's still capturing. He's gonna get this capture next turn unless Jammie interrupts again with this recon. This other recon is taking damage from the battlecopter, so now Jammie knows, but he already has an anti-air, is just not on position yet, and it's gonna take at least 2 turns to get around here. So I guess this tank is gonna hide for now, for Jammie. Antious again going for the battlecopter and artillery here. Antious goes in, interrupts this capture and does a lot of damage to that infantry, interrupts that other capture. So right now he's interrupting a lot of captures, but he's not really coming out ahead on captures because I think he skipped some of his infantry. Also, Antious is kind of winning those engagements here with the tank and the battlecopter. So he's able to keep up this pressure and get the captures. Right now Antious goes in for the tank here, and I guess, yeah, Antious really is far ahead now because they're even actually on army value by the start of the turn, but by the end of the turn Antious will be ahead. So I guess it's safe to say Antious is ahead right now. He also has 4 more properties. Jammie can get this one and this one, but he still will be behind 2k. Also, Antious has a lot of infantry around here and some here as well. He should be getting those 2 captures probably, while Jammie will get those 2. Antious is coming in slowly with his battlecopter and I mean, both battlecopters are here. Let's see if the anti-air will be able to kill them. I think not right now. I don't know if Jammie should go for this engagement here with the battlecopter on the battlecopter, but maybe he... Yeah, I don't know, maybe he should wait for the anti-air. He sees this battlecopter for some reason. I'm not sure how he can see this battlecopter, but whatever. This anti-air comes in here, he gets this capture and gets this other capture as well. I mean, he starts capturing him, the recon is coming in, there's some tank on tank violence here, but this battlecopter is probably gonna punish this tank now. And Jammie doesn't have an anti-air here. I mean, it's nice to have 2 anti-air here because Antious really has a lot of battlecopters, but he's got another one coming here on this side, and Jammie doesn't have an answer for that yet. Right now Antious is really ahead in income. He has 24k. This tank takes a bit of damage from this battlecopter. This infantry is coming in here, interrupting this capture and damaging that other, actually killing this infantry. The battlecopter almost kills the tank. Now the tank is not gonna finish this off, I was gonna say, but it didn't happen. He actually went for the recon, I think. Was the 2 HP recon that was hiding there. This infantry here kinda trapped in this tank, but not quite. He can get away from this side here. The artillery is coming in slowly. I think Antious spotted artillery recoil a while back. And it's day 12 and Antious is already quite far ahead. He's got like 50% more army value. Of course, Antious didn't buy yet. I mean, Jammie didn't buy yet, but Right now Jammie's kind of backing off right here. He got the battlecopter. Did he get the battlecopter? Actually, I was talking so much. Yeah, that was the first thing he did. And now the other anti-air is coming in. He's got a battlecopter finally as well. I guess that's his answer to this battlecopter here. Even though I don't think he saw the battlecopter before. Yeah, he goes for an anti-air here too and a tank on the other side. Now Antious has a 2k income advantage and he's capturing more cities. Another one here and he's trying to get this one. I don't think he's gonna get it next turn, but maybe he gets afterwards. He goes for disengagement here. Kills this infantry, starts capturing here as well. Now he's backing off a bit with this one infantry, making sort of a wall for the battlecopter, but yeah, I think actually the battlecopter can't be shot by the anti-air for now. But I guess... Oh, Jammie can't even reach this infantry here. I mean, he would have to kill this one actually to get to the battlecopter, so it doesn't matter. And Antious gets an anti-air and a battlecopter. The anti-air is now killing some infantry to try to get to this battlecopter here. The tank just interrupts this capture, I guess. Recon comes in, interrupting this capture. This tank's gonna get the tank here. Jammie see the Antious capture here, interrupts it. The recon, no, the infantry here comes in and finishes off this infantry. This one comes back to repair. The battlecopter is finally joining the battle here. This infantry almost gets this one. Actually, he kills with the other infantry. The tank's coming in. The recon, and let's see what he buys. Okay, he goes for battlecopter and artillery and a tank, but he goes for a base keep again. And now Antious finally goes for the block rock, the first power of the game, the super power of Jake actually. He can't quite get a shot with the artillery, so he just moves it to the woods here. The infantry is coming in here. He doesn't even try to shoot the tank with the infantry. I guess he could shoot with the battlecopters or whatever. He starts capturing the con tower here. Actually, I don't think he's gonna get it, but maybe he gets it because right now it's really hard for Jammie to defend. He gets his infantry here. He starts capturing this other property really close to Jammie's HQ. And yeah, the infantry is moving in. Right now Antious has almost double the units of Jammie. Actually, he has exactly double right now and almost double the army value. But let's see what Jammie can do to try and get back on the game. He kills this infantry here, interrupts the con tower capture. I don't know if that's the best way to do it because he could kill from here and not leave this anti-air so exposed. And right now this tank can easily kill this anti-air. He also gets this battlecopter with that other, with the anti-air. The battlecopter actually just spotted it as it was shooting the infantry. He gets the infantry. He starts some captures, and he's going for a tank and a battle. I mean, these were the units he bought last turn. So now he's going for a battlecopter and double tank. But again, he's going for the base keep. I don't know about that. He's only getting 3 units when he could be getting 4, maybe another artillery, but it's really tough for him right now. Maybe he could get another artillery and try to turtle here, around here on those woods. But it's really tough. He's almost half the units behind. By the end of Antious' turn, he's gonna be... I mean, I guess not on unit count, but he's really behind on unit value. Antious actually has a medium tank now on this side. This side he was mostly, I guess, just holding here his con tower, and this other side he was really going hand with lots of infantry. Actually, he still has a lot of infantry coming in here. The artillery is moving in even closer. Now he spots the artillery with the infantry. The recon interrupts this capture, but I guess he's gonna get shot by the artillery now. He probably should have gone for the artillery, but if Antious get 4 properties captures, if he captures 4 properties, he's gonna win the game. So maybe Jammie is trying to interrupt the captures as hard as he can so he doesn't lose. Jammie's coming in with the tanks, but right now he barely can see more than half the map. Antious can see most of the map and he's killing a lot of stuff here. This tank comes in and kills this. This recon almost got one shot by the recon. I guess he can try to kill with the infantry, but he's probably gonna lose the infantry. I don't know. Antious got another capture, so right now if he gets 2 captures, he wins the game. He's only 2 captures away from finishing. And both of them have 1 win, so whoever wins this game is gonna be the 2nd place of the group and move on to quarterfinals along with Zack Blaster. And the anti-air moves last for some reason. He makes 2 tanks, artillery and a battle copter. Jammie's getting some nice engagements here. I guess Antious is overextending a bit to get this phone tower, but he's got a lot of infantry here. Maybe he can trap a lot of these units afterwards. The tank goes for the battlecopter kill actually. Jammie also has a medium tank here. Jammie's putting on a good fight, but it's really tough for him right now because he's behind 5k in income. And Antious goes for the superpower again. I don't know how he got it before Jammie, but probably because he was so ahead in income for so long, he just had more units, and since they were trading a lot, I guess he ended up losing more value than Jammie. So he got the superpower earlier than Jammie, and I can't remember actually if Jammie went for a normal power. It doesn't make much sense for a player that's losing to get his powers after the other player. But yeah, maybe I just forgot that Jammie had used another normal power. And right now Antious got another capture, so if he gets this last capture, he wins the game, and he has 3 captures happening right now. But I guess all of them were stopped by Jammie, but the problem is, while he's stopping these captures, he ends up losing a bunch of units on engagements. And Antious just has more units and better units because of his income. Jammie did a lot of base keeping. And Antious got the last capture, so Antious won the game. Actually, it's not a draw as the replay player is saying. I need to fix the replay player. But right now I also need to cast a bunch of matches, so it's kinda tough. So anyways, Antious won the game, so he goes ahead in 2nd place on the group. So it's Zack Blaster 1st place and Antious 2nd place. Jammie played really well, he won 1 game, I think against Nexus. And this game he fought really well until the end, but he got a real big disadvantage with his triple recon opener. He delayed the con tower a little bit, but after that he really got scared out, I would say, of the con towers, and he was really just behind on capture most of the game, so this really hurt him. He also went for some base keeps that were unnecessary, I would say, I don't know. But that's it. So if you enjoyed this game and the other games in the group, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I see you guys next time.